number 25. Samantha wrote these steps when solving an equation. Which property justifies the work shown between step 6 and step 7? So what we see here is Samantha's working out an equation. She's solving for x, and we want to know what justifies the work between step 6 and step 7. So we can just go ahead and ignore. I'm going to cross out all of the steps that don't have anything to do with step 6 and step 7 because I don't even want to look at those. I don't want to even be confused by those. I just want to look at the two steps, step 6 and step 7. And now we have some properties from algebra that we have to recall. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you why it's not certain problems or certain properties. If you look at C, the distributive property, we know from the distributive property that that involves multiplication, but usually there are parentheses with the distributive property, and between step 6 and step 7, there are no parentheses and we're not distributing anything, so it's definitely not C. We want to figure out how Samantha goes from 1x equals 5 to x equals 5. And if you were solving this on your own, what you notice, hopefully, is that the 5 doesn't change. The 5 just stays a 5 between both of those steps. So when you look at what you have left over, A, B, and D, all three of those selections have multiplication in them. But which one is it? Well, the reason why it's not A is because we don't have a property just called the multiplication property in algebra. That's not specific enough for us. So we're going to go ahead and eliminate A. And we're left between B and D, the inverse property of multiplication and the identity property of multiplication. The inverse property deals with reciprocals, and we didn't do anything with reciprocals here. All we did was we started with a 5 and we ended up with the exact same value. And so that's why the answer to this one is D. You're left with an identity. You're left with the exact same thing that we started with in step 6. So this is why the property that justifies step 6 and step 7 is the identity property of multiplication.